We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Froggy Mike, and she's Sophie.
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
And Grogu says, my voice never sounds like yours, Mike.
No, because he's perfect.
And
It's
he
okay.
never talks.
Minor detail.
Anyway, do you know what we are?
We're
We're
on the
on the
road
road
with
with Mickey.
Kermit.
On the road with Kermit. Oh, Kermit the Mike. Anyway, we're on the road with Mickey. This is episode 204 for January 22nd, 2024. And our feature topic is our top 5 things you've always wanted to do at Disney, but never have.
That is. I'm glad it's not a top 10, though.
Yeah. It was hard to come up with 5 things that I really, really, really want to do.
Yeah, it was.
So, anyway, before we get into that, though, we have some cheddar from the big cheese. And Brenda, you're starting us off today.
Oh, well, get ready for the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. The festival,
Ooh.
which will run from February 28th to May 27th, 2024, will feature incredible topiaries, delicious dishes, and music celebrating spring. Check out the awesome topiary that will be appearing for the first time. Cue the photo, Mike.
Thank you for saying that because I almost forgot.
Yeah, I'm like, what awesome topiary.
How about that awesome topiary?
Oh. Oh, that is
Oh
cool.
my God, it's Groot. I love Groot.
It's
For
Groot.
those of you who are not watching us on YouTube, you really should at this point.
I will post that picture in the
Awesome.
Facebook group too. Because
Yes,
I
but
think that is so awesome looking.
it is,
That
but
is cool.
let me try to visualize it for those of you who are still using the podcast apps and Spotify and all that stuff. It is basically Groot, and
Baby
he
Groot.
is, yes, baby Groot, and he is holding a giant cassette disc player and is probably rocking out to some amazing music with quills.
For sure.
Yeah,
That is so cute.
it is cool. It is
It
really
looks
cool.
great.
It does. I mean, the stuff they do is just amazing.
That's
It
true.
is.
So get ready to go find Groot, baby Groot.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it's
Well,
awesome.
it's my turn, isn't it?
It is
Yeah.
your turn.
And this is talking about what I talked about last week. I believe the renovated cabins at Fort Wilderness. The first section of them will be opening on July 1st, and then another section will open later that month, and they will continue to open these new renovated cabins throughout the year. And this is so that you can still stay at them while they're renovating others, and then you can stay in the new ones while they're renovating the other old ones, and it's good.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They look good.
They do
And
look good.
for me, I want to talk just a little bit more about the Flower and Garden Festival. The Garden Rocks dining packages will open on my birthday. They
Yay.
said it was in honor of me that they chose that day.
Absolutely, because they love
Yay.
you.
That's right.
Maybe it was just a coincidence. I don't know. Anyway, participating restaurants will include Akershus, Beer Garden, Coral Reef, Garden Grill, Rose and Crown, Le Cellier, and you can do same day walk up packages at the Regal Eagle like we've done before. So
Nice.
so those are some good restaurants to try and eat at to
Yeah.
get in for the Garden Series music events that they have. No word that I've seen yet on who those
I know.
performances
That's
will
funny.
include, but they'll get there. They'll get there.
Yep.
Daddy,
Yeah,
what is the coral reef? I've never even heard of that
the
one.
coral reef where we go to Finding Nemo.
Oh, I didn't know they
At
had
the
a
sea.
restaurant in there.
Yeah,
Yeah. When you do the dive tour, when you dive into the aquarium that's inside the restaurant.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Huh.
I've always heard mixed reviews, so we've never eaten there, but I know a lot of people that really like it. So
Yeah.
we should try it once, maybe, Sophie, Brenda.
Maybe we should.
I have tried it. I was not impressed, but we have a lot of seafood down here, so
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Well, Sophie, before we get into our feature topic, why don't you tell everyone what your Aunt Robin came up with her list? Read that
yes.
next bullet point.
oh,
All right.
nice.
So this pertains back to our top 5 Disney music albums episode. We neglected to share with you the small bit of listener feedback that we got from my Aunt Robin, my dad's biological sister. Since Aunt Brenda is his sister from another mister, this is my Aunt Robin with her top 5 Disney albums. Here's her list. At number 5 is The Little Mermaid. Number 4 is Jiminy Cricket's Multiplication Tables. I've never heard that one.
Me neither.
She said she loves it, and then she helped teach her kids multiplication tables from it.
Cute.
Ah. Number 3 is The Muppets Christmas Carol. Number 2 is,
Frozen. I'll say it for you, Sophie.
thank you. And number 1 is Encanto, with an honorable mention for Beauty and the Beast. Although there
Yay.
was a typo in there that called it Beauty and the Best.
The best. Thank you, Robin. That's funny.
All right. So that I thought was a good, and she actually commented on our YouTube channel.
She
Which
did.
Yay.
I'm like, whoa, how could I forget that?
Rock and roll, Robin.
Oh,
Exactly. Exactly. So we don't get many comments. So when we do, gotta kind of, hit them up a little bit. So
Yeah, our comments are usually in the Facebook group. That's awesome. Thank you, Robin. Keep those coming.
yeah.
We're waiting to hear from you today on your favorite snacks.
Anyway, it's time for our feature topic, the top 5 things you've always wanted to do at Disney but never have. And we're going to let Brenda go first because she's done everything.
yes.
Not everything.
Mostly everything.
Well, there's
How are we
5.
tackling this list? Are we randomly choosing the 5 or are we counting down to number 1?
I
I'm
was
just-
randomly choosing.
I just wrote them down. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to randomly go with what started on my list then.
All right.
Good
And
idea.
that is staying overnight in Cinderella Castle. We all know that this is a dream of everyone.
Yeah.
Still on the top of the list because until it ever happens, that's where it'll be.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that is fair. It's not on my list though.
Oh, well.
Sophie.
Well,
I'm thinking of sticking with things that are actually attainable, I think.
it could happen.
It
it
could
could.
happen,
It's very unlikely that it would happen.
but it could. It's not an impossibility.
It could. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with something a little more attainable, and that will be actually staying at the Boardwalk Inn. I've not done it yet. I want to do it, and I want to specifically be in one of the rooms that overlooks the actual boardwalk part and the water, and you get a little view of Epcot from there. I want to be in one of those rooms.
There you go.
Okay. Well,
That's attainable.
that is
Yeah.
very attainable.
Yes.
So, my list, I went with things that I can do that I can book.
Okay.
So, first thing on my list is to do the Keys to the Kingdom tour.
I love that.
And that will run me. This is like a Dreamers episode for me because that will run me anywhere from $129 to $149 a person.
Yep.
So I gotta have my scratch ready.
Yeah, it's worth it. I mean, people do that for the after hours event where you just ride stuff for 3 hours. I mean, that tour's good. Good. It's nice. Good.
Yeah. So it's on my list. I've never done it, never even attempted to book it. Now that Sophie's an adult, I think it would be cool.
Oh,
Because
totally cool.
obviously you can't do it if you have kids. It's an as they
It's a
get older.
16 and up. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's on my
Yay.
list.
That's a good one. Well, what's next on my list? Victoria and Albert Chef's Table. I want to do Victoria and Albert Chef's Table someday. I don't know when, but it's on my list.
Yeah.
That is a very good one.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You and I are following sort of the same pattern. You started with a place to stay. I started with a place to stay. You are now mentioning a restaurant. I am now mentioning a restaurant. And that restaurant is actually going to be the Rose and Crown. I have never been there. We were going to stay there, and then the park closed. And I
Yeah.
was so upset. And when we did eventually get back, we did not go to the Rose and Crown. But
Because it wasn't open yet.
yeah, which is understandable, but now it is open, and I would like to eat there. And
Yeah,
maybe
it's
it
good.
could be at Christmas, and while I've been to the candlelight processional before, it would be nice to go again. So I'll be at the Rose and Crown with a candlelight processional package, and then I'll get preferred seating, and all will be well.
Let me know when you're going and I will go with you.
It's probably
Okay.
gonna be sometime in December.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Sounds like a
So
plan.
speaking of things not open, I'm gonna sidetrack a bit. What is up with 1900 Park Fair?
I don't know. I think it's all the construction that's going on at the Grand Floridian.
Do you think
We've
that's what it is? Well, that makes sense if that's what
yeah.
it is. But do you think, I mean,
I don't know.
how could it be the only restaurant at Disney that's not open?
I don't
It's
know.
just weird.
I know, and it's so great. But they have to employ a lot of face. Now, at first, when it didn't open, I thought it was because they were having trouble with the face characters, because they have to, because, after COVID, it was kind of hard. You have to have staff to do the face characters. But golly, it's been forever now. So I think
I
they're just
know.
trying to keep more massive crowds from descending upon the Grand Floridian while they're under construction. But I don't know.
That's as good a theory as I've heard, Brenda.
Oh,
I'm
good.
going to chalk that up to gospel.
It's just an opinion.
That
I
being
haven't read
said,
it anywhere.
Daddy,
Though, I mean, it makes sense. So,
Yeah.
okay, there we have our answer. What happened with 1900 Park Fair?
that
You
being
heard
said,
it.
Daddy, why are we talking about 1900 Park Fair? You and I have eaten there before.
I know, and I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about it from the perspective of how the Rose and Crown was closed when we.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what
okay.
got in my head. So
Yeah.
it is not on my list.
Okay, good, because I'm like, we've been there and we didn't like it much.
Right, but I would try it with Alice. So
I like it. I like it with Mary, but I'm a Mary
Alice,
Poppins person.
yeah.
Okay.
So number 2 on my list is another tour. This one is one that I have to aspire for because my weight will not let me do it right now.
Huh. What the
Oh.
heck
And
is that?
that is the Wild Africa Trek.
Oh.
There are
Oh.
weight limitations that I do not meet yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
I'm
so
not into the rope bridges up way above the and you know
the
how I am about
alligators,
heights.
the
I didn't
crocodiles,
know that you were into that.
I'm really into it actually
Wow.
because I think that
Yeah.
would be really neat. But again, if I want to do that one, A, the weight challenges, I got to handle that. But B, I got to put out my scratch. I'm looking at $219 to $229 a person.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
That's what keeps ruining our fun.
so anyway, that's number 2 on my
So,
list.
so what exactly is the weight limit by chance?
Up to 300 pounds.
Oh.
And I'm just over that.
Well then.
That's okay. We're aspiring to do the things we want to do.
Exactly.
At least the things we can control. I can't control the Cinderella Castle thing, but you never know.
Well, either way, Daddy, if you're just over that, it shouldn't be too hard of a challenge.
No, no. So it's on my list.
So it's
There you go.
aspirational, but it is definitely attainable.
Yes.
And who
Yes.
knows, maybe when I'm working for Disney, I can work out a discount for you.
That would be nice.
Yay.
All right, Brenda, number 3.
Number three. Number three for me is something they're not doing right now, but I'm hoping it's
Oh,
going to come back. And that is the Ultimate Day of Thrills VIP tour. I want to do that. That's where they take you to all the thrill
ooh.
rides, the VIP tour of, all the thrill rides at all the 4 parks. So sounds like so much fun. I would
I
love
had
to
one
do
of
it.
those. I had one of those too.
Yeah.
And that was the behind the scenes, the magic
Yeah.
for the railroads.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah, the
they
Disney
obviously they
Railroad.
stopped it with COVID and they haven't brought it back. So
Yeah.
I that would be so cool to be able to do, but it's not on my list because I couldn't do it.
I put it on my list because it's still something I would like to do if
Yeah,
they ever bring it back.
yeah, and that makes perfect sense, Brenda.
You never
So
know.
my railroad tour is an honorable mention, I guess.
Hmm.
Cool.
All right, Sophie, what you got?
Well, speaking of tours, I really want to do the behind the seeds
Oh,
tour
yay.
with the Living with the Land and the Garden Labs. I want to do that because I may not be much of a gardener myself, but that whole ride, the whole idea that they grow their food there and they use that food to feed the people in the restaurants upstairs, that just fascinates me
Hmm.
so much. And I just really, really like to see it. I would love to go and get a closer look at them all because it's nice seeing it from the boats, but imagine if you could actually like get up close a little bit and look at them all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe even legally grab a banana.
Wait, that's a
Maybe they give
part of
you one.
it?
I
That's a
don't
part of
know.
it?
They might give you a banana if you ask nicely, Sophie,
I probably won't, but that is quite nice to hear.
as opposed to the guests who jumped off the boat to grab a banana
Oh my gosh.
and
Oh.
then he got ejected for life.
Yep. Don't
Way
do
to
anything to get
way to
ejected
do
for
that.
life.
Way to do
Hope that
that.
banana was worth it, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hmm.
I guess their potassium was low.
I
Well, now
suppose.
he jumped
Speaking
pretty
of
well.
bananas, did you know that there's apparently a blue banana that grows in Hawaii that tastes like vanilla ice cream?
A
I did
banana that
not.
tastes like vanilla ice cream?
That is blue and it grows in Hawaii.
I didn't know
No, I
that.
never heard that. You got to find us a picture, Sophie.
I will.
In the meantime, we're going to go on and I'm going to talk about my number 3 item,
Great.
which is a dead horse beating a dead horse with a Savise workshop lightsaber.
Oh, there you go.
Sophie's like, you wanna do a dead horse? What's up with that?
Yeah.
Oh. Listen,
Get it
I
in the
like Haunted
lightsaber.
Mansion as much as the next person, but there ain't nothing special about that ghost horse.
You're right. And that will put me back at starting at 249.99. So keep that in mind. And Sophie will always win the argument. Who got better value out of their lightsabers? It'll be that girl.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I got two for less money
Two
than
for
you.
150 versus one for 249.99 or higher.
Yeah,
But you get the experience of building it the way you want it.
it's
Yeah.
true. Well, technically I could get that experience as well, but I wouldn't be building it myself and it would cost about the same.
Speaking of lightsabers, I'm going to sidetrack for a quick moment. I heard, what was it? We heard on the radio or something that when they made the first lightsaber for the original Star Wars,
Hmm.
they took like, I want to say it was the handle from an umbrella. Okay.
Okay.
And then
Hmm.
crafted it to make the lightsaber. Somehow they gigged it, and it was like $15 umbrella, and they sold that lightsaber for $250,000.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, could you
Mm-mm-mm.
imagine? $15 umbrella turns into
Goodness
$250,000 lightsaber.
gracious.
Wow.
It was something insane like that. I just thought that was really funny.
That's crazy.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It has nothing to do with that. Would pay for all of my adventures though.
That's true.
So and maybe even get Brenda into a night at the castle.
Hmm.
Yes, that would be nice.
So anyway, Brenda, what's number 4 on your list?
I want to stay at the Riviera.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
This is totally attainable, but I haven't done it yet. So
Yeah,
I want to stay at the
neither have
Riviera.
I.
we
Neither
love
have
going to
any
the
of us.
Riviera.
It is a very nice resort to visit.
Yes, it is. And so I want to stay there because
I'm
I don't
still
know. I
a
just
little
want to.
bit
I've stayed everywhere else. Seems
I'm still a little bit apprehensive of all the people who are calling it a ripoff, though. That's my
It's
Ooh.
one
not.
thing.
It's not. And we actually, when I went to Disney in June for the Disney fam,
Yeah?
we actually toured a room at the Riviera, and
Oh.
it was really nice.
I really like
Okay.
the area, the grounds, the pool area. It's just beautiful. I just
Yeah,
like to chill at a place like that.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, then. I recant what I said.
Well, it's your turn for number 4.
My turn, number 4. So this is partially in part due to what my parents are doing in the upcoming weeks, and that is going on a cruise. And I'm happy for them. I'm very, very happy that we finally convinced mommy to do it. And I think it's romantic that they are doing it together without me. But I would like to do that someday.
Yeah.
I would love to go on a cruise. And who knows, maybe if I end up getting married eventually, that might be my honeymoon. Who knows?
I'll help you
Very
plan that
nice.
honeymoon trip.
Thanks, Daddy. I'll let you know when I'm engaged.
Hopefully
Yeah.
you will. Hopefully he'll know before you.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very good idea, Sophie.
Thank you. If there was one that If there was a cruise from Disney that went around the Mediterranean, that would make me the happiest.
They have
There
Mediterranean
are
cruises.
Mediterranean cruises.
They do?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sometimes they send the wonder or the magic over to Europe to do those cruises.
I would love to do a Mediterranean cruise.
Yep, it would be great. That's a great honeymoon gift.
All
Yeah.
right, then. Well, Daddy?
All right. Number 4 is not a long cruise, but it is a cruise. It's a fireworks cruise.
Oh, nice.
I thought, and I'm trying to decide, do I want to do a fireworks cruise to see the fireworks of the Magic Kingdom? Or do I want to do a fireworks cruise to see the fireworks at Epcot? Which one, Brenda? I think Epcot. I think Epcot because so much of the fireworks at Magic Kingdom involves the buildings, and you
Yeah.
wouldn't see that.
That's true.
So I think Epcot. So either way, it's the same price. It is a boat up to 10 people. It is $449
Yep. You
for
could
up
just
to
Mm.
have
10
10 people
people.
go in on it.
Yeah. Or
$45 each.
449
or it's my
for
gift to
10.
you. So Brenda and Butch will come. Would
Yay.
Brenda and Butch come?
Yeah, we'd pay our own $45 a person.
No, I'd be my gift to you.
Oh, you're sweet.
And
All right,
Sophie and
Brenda, Uncle Butch, me, you, Mommy, that's 5. We'll need 5 more.
well, we get Aunt Robin, we get Meemaw, and then we get maybe Steph and Shane. And one of the kids, the other one has to stay behind.
Oh, that's cold. That wouldn't
Oh,
happen.
That wasn't
Or
very nice because my
hmm,
ears, my headphones started falling off when I laughed.
or maybe if I have a guy and he's there, we get him.
There you go. There you go. And
There.
that way we leave both of Steph and Shane's kids home by themselves.
Oh, they would be so mad at you.
They would.
It's so
Anyway,
funny. So for Christmas, my parents got me tickets to go see a Christian rock concert in Charlotte, and I went with Stephanie and with her college roommate Brittany, and it was just for the three of us. And when Stephanie told her little ones that she was going, this was also the night that Lindsay had a recital at school, and Lindsay was like, "It's okay, you can go next time."
Oh,
She was so upset when
uh-oh.
Stephanie went anyway.
and name drop, who did you see?
What do you mean? Oh, right. Who I went and saw Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Toby Mac. And for those of you who were wondering, Mercy Me also played at the Eat to the Beat concert, where we went to go see For King and Country for Mommy. Of course, we got rained out, and Mercy Me was there the day after we left to go home.
Yeah, but
Sometimes it
still,
doesn't work out, but sometimes it
sometimes
does.
it doesn't. Yep.
Yeah.
That could make your list if you want to see For King and Country
Yeah.
on this one. I
All
have the
right.
weirdest number 5 ever, so y'all are going to think that I'm lost my mind or something, but I have not.
Oh.
I would like to be a greeter for a day at Walt Disney World at Magic Kingdom specifically.
Ooh.
I don't want to go through the whole training thing for countless hours and all that just to be a greeter, but I would like to be a greeter for a day.
Okay.
I think that's fun.
I think it would be so much fun.
Yeah. I think that's fun.
Well, you know what I want to do?
What do you want to do?
I want to be one of the choir singers in the candlelight processional.
Ooh.
They're hiring for Voices of Liberty right now, I heard.
Wait, they are?
They
They
are
are.
auditioning right now for Voices of Liberty. Yes.
Daddy,
They
can
are,
we
honey.
plan an emergency trip down to Florida?
Well, first you got to apply and you got to get a date to audition.
I see.
And
Okay.
Get
then
on
you just
that.
make it happen.
Yes, get on that.
Okay.
Send them one of your Oh Holy Night.
Let
That
me
would be
songs.
see what I can
wonderful.
do. How
That would be
to
That
wonderful.
would be
a
awesome to
voice
see
of
you singing.
liberty.
That would be awesome to see you singing in the candlelight processional, Sophie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Post on
Yes.
Broadway World for auditions. I'm actually Googling this.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
know.
just saw it on Facebook yesterday or the day before that they're auditioning.
Uh-huh. Yep. All right. Well, number 5 for me takes us over to Sophie's Resort with the cabins.
Oh.
So Fort Wilderness.
Uh-huh.
And they have a tour called the Wilderness Back Trail Adventure. And it's really neat because you get to navigate around Fort Wilderness and see some of the really neat stuff, and it costs $90 to $99 per person, and you do it on a Segway.
Oh, cool.
So you get to Segway through Fort Wilderness and see some of the beautiful stuff that they have there.
I
And
thought it was going to be on horseback.
I've never ridden a horse. I don't think I could do that, but I would try one time. But Segway, I think, would be easier for me.
Yeah, you just have to balance it just right, I think.
Yeah. So that is on my list as well.
That's awesome.
So that is number 5.
Yay.
All right
And
then.
Sophie, did
That's
you apply
everything.
yet?
No, I'm trying to figure out how.
All right. Well, that is our top 5 things we've always wanted to do and never have. So I think that's a really good list.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a really, really good list. But that segues us. You get that? Segue. That takes us into this day in Disney history for January 22nd. So, Sophie, what do you got, honey?
All right, then. Well, I'm taking us back to the year of 1930, where there's a little bit of a commotion going on.
Oh.
The day after Oob Iwerks, Walt's top animator, leaves the Disney studios, Disney's resident music director, Carl Stalling, resigns as well.
Oh my.
Like Iwerks, he has been lured away by distributor Pat Powers. Neither will work for Powers for too long, as Stalling will eventually team up with Warner Brothers, and Iwerks will return to Disney. 2 years earlier, Pat Powers had sold Walt Disney a Cinephone system so that Walt could make sound cartoons such as Steamboat Willie. Unable to find a distributor for the sound cartoons, Disney began releasing his cartoons through Powers' company, Celebrity Pictures. After 2 years of successful Mickey Mouse and Silly Symphonies cartoons, Walt Disney confronted Powers in 1930 about money due to Disney from the distribution deal. Powers responded by signing Disney's head animator Oob Iwerks and musical director Carl Stalling to an exclusive deal to create an animation studio.
Scoundrel.
Yeah.
Yup.
He was a scoundrel.
Yep. Almost as bad as Charles Muntz.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you. Oh, I swear.
Yeah.
Bad things happen. Good things happen. Got to make
Yep.
sure the good outweighs the bad.
Yep.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, let's see if Sophie can
Dun, dun,
guess our
dun.
character this week.
See if Mike can stump the Soph.
Let's see here.
Good luck.
Exactly. So this character, it's going to be slightly a giveaway in the first clue,
Yeah.
but you may not know exactly who it is. But this character is black as night with a white muzzle and hooves. Kind of gives it away a little bit of what kind of character it might be.
That's for sure.
Khan, the horse from Mulan.
No,
No?
no, it is not Khan. This character is another character's most trusted confidant.
Black with a white muzzle, hooves, and is a confidant.
Uh-huh. Think of Disney movies
Obviously, I am.
where a horse might be involved.
There's
Again,
a lot of them, but I can't think of a black one.
Mulan.
Yeah, that's it.
No. This character is fiercely loyal to her. And it's not Mulan, so don't say Mulan. Think of a character who loves her horse.
Angus from Brave.
I had to give you that fourth clue, didn't I?
Ah.
I was stumped, and it's not that the fourth clue. I was having trouble figuring it out.
Yeah, it's Angus. You're right.
Yay, very good.
Oh, the Clydesdale.
Yeah, I don't know if he's officially a Clydesdale, although he has Clydesdale type feet.
There's no
But the
way
coloring,
he's not.
but I don't know
Very
that the
good.
coloring matches for a Clydesdale. But it
Clydesdales
doesn't
can be
say.
black.
Okay. I don't know.
Very
It
good,
doesn't
Sophie.
say.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
it is Angus. Yes, you're right.
Yay.
That was a tough one.
She's
Tougher
amazing.
than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But of course, I got the answer right here.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of easy for me to guess these. I'm perfect in my answers.
You're always
'Cause you
right.
got the
I'm always right because I got the book right here. Anyway, good job, Sophie.
Yay.
Thank you.
She's got a good record going for 2024.
Yes. So, Brenda, you want to give us a little bit of Walt?
Sure. It is good to have a failure while you're young because it teaches you so much. For one thing, it makes you aware that such a thing can happen to anybody. And once you've lived through the worst, you're never quite as vulnerable afterward. And it's funny that that day in history, I bet Walt was never quite as vulnerable as he was during that time.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny how things work out sometimes.
Yeah. Yep. And you know what? That old saying is so true. He who laughs last laughs best. And Walt certainly laughed best.
I'm telling you, he's still laughing. Well,
Yeah.
he's not still laughing, but we are for him.
Yeah. Well, that, my friends, wraps us up. That was a fun episode, but it was kind of quick. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know what we want, don't we?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
do. And that takes us to next week. So next week, we are going to give our advice for the best snack credit choices to use on the Disney dining plan. So that's next week, though. Until then, we hope you all have a great week. I'm Mike. She's Sophie. That's Brenda. And he's Grogu. And we will
See you
See you on the road. Bye.
Bye, everyone.